Now you're a data dictionary expert and you know everything about how to add and remove and update data in your data dictionaries. And they are combined with their views, so everything is working perfect, right? Not really? Oh, you're having problems understanding, okay, getting the data, right? All right. So I won't let you down. I'm going to give you just one last tip before we move on from the data dictionary world. And that is how to debug your data dictionaries to figure out what is really going on inside them. Because if you run the debugger, you will only see what's in the global buffer. And you can, of course, have some variables where you write out to see some values in the data dictionary, or do the debug log thing that I did to write into the log to see what values are actually in my data dictionaries. But there is one other tool that I want to show you today. So tag along. So I have my application here, and now I want to be able to get this debugging feature. And if I press F1, I get the help section, and I go in here and search debug. And here you have debugging, and we can actually go in here and select debugging DDOs. And in here we see that there is this line of code, web DD debug. There is something for Windows as well, I'm sure. Use DD debug if you're in a Windows application, but we're going to use the web debug. And we just add it to the list here in our web app. So we go in, and the way you find it is you double click here on the top, then you open the web app, you get down to the list of view statements, and you just paste this in here. And now you save and we run. So we get in here, and now we can press Control D, and we get this debugger inspector for data dictionaries. And we can see here what data dictionaries has been loaded. So in our location view, I would expect I only have location, but we have all of these: item location and default location. And if you've been following my videos, there is a reason for this that we'll get to shortly. But here you can actually go in and select an index you want to look at, and you can say get next, 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 and you can see in the interface here it's updating. And if you want to look at the fields, you can see here is it's going to find the same items as well. So if I go next, garage, so it says garage here and it says garage here, so it's finding them. And if I go into the item, I can go through the items, and I have a few more indexes in the items. So when I go here and find something, I can see that this is looking at location 5. I might want to try something else because I recently was in. Okay, we're not finding anymore. We're going back. Yeah, because location is set to 5, of course. So if we change this one, go back to 4, we go to item and we look next. Now we get all the things that's in location 4. So you can play around with the data in the data dictionary directly here, and you can see the default location if there's a default location on your item. This is how much counts are done to find the items, so you can actually see if there's a way to optimize it. And so you can see if you can minimize the number of counts you have to do in order to find the constraint. But you can remove that and get a better overview of your items, or let's see, report DD. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what all of these things does, but you have a lot of good overview over your data dictionaries. I want to go back here and into our location view, and I just want to comment out the item and the default location. And the reason we do have them here is because we have this cascade delete. So we want to comment that out as well. So this is maintaining the cascade deletes in that video. So that's why we have them. But if we remove them and run the application again, you will see that if we're in this location view, press Control D again, you can see that we only have the location data dictionary left. And now we can look at the locations by index 1 or by index 2. So index 2 is the name, and index 1 is the ID. So now we're at the first 2, 3, and so on. And here we have some additional information about the constraints and whatever you have set up on this. Well, I hope if you get stuck, you can use this tool in your arsenal to figure out how to debug and find out what's wrong and how to improve your data dictionaries. That was all I had for you this week, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.